Opposing demonstrations in the streets of central Minsk. With this man at the heart of both, embattled Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko. Lukashenko addressed thousands of loyal supporters on Sunday after days of protest put Belarusian domestic politics in the international spotlight. He accused foreign powers of organizing the opposition against him. Lukashenko has ruled the former Soviet state since 1994, and after his disputed re-election victory last week, he is determined to stay in power. Moscow says it's ready to help militarily after Lukashenko reached out to Russian President Vladimir Putin twice in recent days. But just 2.5 kilometers away from the main government building in Minsk, an entirely different sentiment, as a much larger crowd of tens of thousands poured into a rally at Victory Park for what organizers called a march for freedom.
It does seem as if this airstrike has taken place. The Associated Press is reporting it. It's very unusual. Syrian government forces know that the Americans can clobber them, so they avoid clashes with US forces. However, with Russian support, the Syrian government forces have regained control of most of Syria, and they view the Americans and the Turks in northern Syria as invaders. There are hundreds of US forces in that northeastern corner of Syria supporting the Kurds, who dominate northeastern Syria. And they're supporting the Kurdish forces against remnants of the Islamic State group. There are also oil deposits in northeastern Syria. And in the past, the Islamic State group made money out of selling that oil. And the Americans want to make sure that doesn't happen again.
The New York Times is reporting that Greece has forcibly expelled over 1,000 migrants in recent months. The report says they were sailed to the edge of the Greek territorial waters and then abandoned in inflatable life rafts. Tens of thousands of migrants have landed in the country since 2015. The Greek government denies any of these expulsions.
Adnan Kabaja has been working the nets on Gaza City's harbour for years. He says people here rely on fishing as an important source of income. But Israel has now shut off the fishing zone off the coast of Gaza after cross-border fighting with Palestinian activists. Gaza has a population of about 2 million people, and more than half of them live in poverty. That's because for more than 13 years, they've lived under an Israeli-Egyptian imposed blockade that severely limits travel and trade with a devastating impact.
4,200 fishermen lost work. 1,000 fishing boats will also stop working. There are 50,000 Palestinians who depend on fishing sectors as the only source of income.
now I'm getting pushed back by Kalamazoo police officers. Police officers haven't been here all day. They're here now. Jesus, I'm being arrested. I'm being arrested now. I'm being arrested now. Whoa, 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 I'm media, dude. I'm media. I'm an headline.
Give me your phone, give me your phone.
There you go, bro. I'm good, dude. I'm good, dude. Don't let Carrie Ann do this again, dude.
Have been struggling to contain a massive blaze ravaging Brazil's Amazon rainforest. Smoke could be seen billowing from a remote area of the forest as the fire edged closer to farmers' houses in an area of the Amazon rainforest in Rondônia state. There has been a sharp rise in the number of fires in this region. Experts have blamed slash and burn farming for this disaster. However, locals say that arsonists are behind the blaze. Environmental groups have blamed President Jair Bolsonaro's policies for the rise in Amazon fires. They accuse Bolsonaro of not taking action against illegal loggers who are speculated to be behind these fires.
The Malaysian Institute for Medical Research has detected a mutation of the novel coronavirus that is 10 times more infectious than the original strain from Wuhan, China. According to local health authorities, the D614G strain was found in 4 cases gathered from 2 COVID-19 hotspots in Malaysia. Director General of Health, Dr. Nur Hisham Abdullah, said this virus is easily transmitted through an individual spreader. He warned the mutation could render current vaccine research ineffective and called for the stronger practice of personal hygiene and social distancing measures.
A line of police separates opposing protesters as Polish nationalists and defenders of LGBT rights shouted abuse at each other in Warsaw. Down with deviations, chanted the anti-LGBT demonstrators, some of who claimed to be victims of attacks. One of the speakers, an anti-abortion activist, announced the launch of an initiative to obtain a law banning gay pride marches to stop what she called gay propaganda.
I have very bad news for these people, but very good news for Poland. There will be a citizens' initiative that will introduce a bill to the Polish parliament to ban gay pride, to ban gay propaganda from Polish streets.